Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 2021 presentation of graduates of the University of the West Indies, St. Augustine campus. The Chancellor's Procession. Ladies and gentlemen, the academic procession.
Vice Chancellor, Pro-Vice Chancellors and campus principals, university executives and other members of staff, honorary graduates, members of the graduating class of 2021, members of the media, and distinguished guests. A very warm welcome to the presentation of Graduates 2021. My heartiest congratulations are extended to every single graduate of this class. I applaud each one of you for staying the course and completing your degrees. You have done well, and it is truly my honor and pleasure to greet you all on this special day in your academic careers. First and foremost, I ask that you take the opportunity to thank the loved ones who have made this journey with you. Your parents, partners, spouses, children. They have watched you burn the midnight oil and supported you through assignments and exams. For many of you, this is a collective achievement, and I urge you to express your gratitude to your most ardent supporters and cheerleaders. A graduation ceremony is a time for celebration and represents a moment when, as comrades who have toiled together, you reflect on your academic journey and breathe a collective sigh of relief. It is done. What next? Graduation represents your transformation from students to alumni. It is a time when those of us who are on this side of the ceremony view with enormous pride the procession of graduates across so many disciplines, the wondrous gathering of brilliance representing so much promise for the advancement of our societies and economies. Since March 2020, the pandemic has impacted how we do so many things. How we work, how we learn, how we conduct a significant ceremony such as your graduation. This change in the mode does not in any way diminish the significance of the celebration. And this is my central message to you today, that despite the changes that have taken place and will continue to take place, whatever you do in the future must be impactful. It must be done to a high standard, with commitment to advancing not only your personal interest, but those of the wider community in which you exist. We have accepted the inevitability of change. How we as individuals and as society adapt to those persistent and constant changes will be a measure of our personal and collective resilience and success. Over the past 20 months, the UWI has adapted to drastically changed circumstances, and I applaud the leadership of the institution for taking bold steps to shift to online and blended teaching and learning. 2 cohorts have since completed their programs, and this is also testimony to the dedication and commitment of the academic staff and administrative staff and the technical staff as well, without whom this would not have been possible. I will ask that at an opportune time, you thank your lecturers and all of the support staff who have worked with you to ensure that you reach this point in your life, this moment, this graduation ceremony. However, I believe that the best way in which you can thank your loved ones, as well as the leadership and staff of the UWI, is by continuing to do well in whatever you choose to do. I use the well-known phrase in encouraging you to go forth and prosper. I echo the sentiments of former Vice-Chancellor of the UWI, Sir Alistair MacIntyre, expressed almost 30 years ago, as he acknowledged the inevitability of change, particularly in a university context. Sir Alistair noted that universities such as the UWI can no longer guarantee to fulfill the historic goals of a university to turn out educated and cultured persons. What the UWI can and must do is to provide an introduction to learning in this uncertain world. A degree is not a job guarantee, but, as Sir Alistair noted, it is a door to that largely unraveled world of knowledge, a start on a long and uncertain road. At the time Sir Alistair made those remarks, the world was adapting to the phenomena of the knowledge economy, and the notion of a single job for a lifetime was being overtaken by multiple career changes and exponential advancements in information and communication technology. Those changes have continued unabated, and even more so in the past 20 months. A university education provides its graduates with the tools for unleashing their potential, to be critical thinkers, objective in their assessment of the information available, open to other schools of thought, and to be able to use the information for the advancement of themselves and of the societies in which they exist. Always be kind to yourself. We often forget the importance of taking care of our own health. In these different circumstances, mental health is as critical as physical well-being. Hold fast to your dreams, but remain rooted in reality. Respect everyone you come into contact with, regardless of their status. It will serve you well. Give back to your alma mater. There are many ways in which you can do this. Be mentors to students, serve as adjunct faculty or technical advisors in subject areas. There are multiple ways and opportunities to contribute to ensuring the work and reputation of the UWI remain at a high level. Wherever you are, the Alumni Office will be reaching out to you. There are chapters in many contributing countries and in the countries to which our graduates gravitate. I hope that you will stay connected with your alma mater and your class. I will end with a quote from Michelangelo. The greater danger for most of us is not setting our aim too high and falling short, but in setting our aim too low and achieving our mark. Go out, dream large, make all of us proud. We are met today in order that we may mark by a formal ceremony the entry of certain of our members into the company of graduates and the academic achievement of others. As a university, we are an academic society of undergraduates, bachelors, masters, and doctors, and we follow the academic tradition in the pursuit of knowledge and the encouragement of learning, purposes which are laid down in the preamble to the Royal Charter by which we have been granted the powers needful for the prosecution of our affairs. In pursuing these aims, our members advance from time to time to a higher standing in the academic community. And it is proper that as a body, we should celebrate their achievement. It is marked by the granting of a degree or diploma or license or certificate, and we rejoice with our graduates on their advancement. I invite you to enjoy a performance by Martina Chow Antoine.
Staring to see a picture of me, but it's too hard to look in my eyes. I know I'm ashamed I might find what I left behind, what I worked for so long to hide. But in the end, I know what's incredible is the chance to change myself. 'Cause diamonds don't shine till they've been buried alive. Oh, I've been in the rough for long enough, and tonight I'm glowing up. And diamonds can sparkle till they find like they can't follow. The pressure gets tough for just long enough, and tonight I'm glowing up. I'm glowing up. Scared at the sight of the sun's dying light, we recoil at the cold of the night. And though we forget that the moon and the stars will come soon, as we bathe in the warmth of their light, I still remember the time when each day was for crying. Oh, I truly hold them dear. They're the storm that got me here. 'Cause diamonds don't shine till they've been buried alive. Oh, I've been in the rough for long enough, and tonight I'm glowing up. And diamonds can sparkle till they find light they can't follow. The pressure gets tough for just long enough, and tonight I'm glowing up. I'm glowing up. Might not escape all the pressure, the pain, but I'll never fade away. I've got too much left to say. 'Cause diamonds can shine, and diamonds can sparkle. I've been in the rough for long enough, and tonight I'm glowing up. And diamonds can't sparkle till they find light they can't follow. The pressure gets tough for just long enough, and tonight I'm glowing up. Tonight I'm glowing up. Tonight I'm glowing up. I'm glowing up.
Sir, the persons whose names will be called, having studied in the University of the West Indies, and having fulfilled the requirements of the University of the West Indies, beg leave to be presented to you and to the Senate of the University by the representative of their respective faculties as Bachelor of Science or holders of diplomas or certificates of the University of the West Indies. Sir, the Dean of Science and Technology, Dr. Brian Coburn.
Sir, my colleagues and I ask you to receive as graduate members of our society these persons who, having fulfilled the requirements of the university have been admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Science of this university.
By the authority vested in me, I receive these persons whose names are about to be called as graduate members of our society.
Chancellor with First Class Honors, Antonio Agist. Rehana Ahmed. Chancellor with First Class Honors, Stefan Akai. Avalon Alexander. Nesach Alexander. Shari Alexis. Elijah Alfred. Chancellor with First Class Honors, Alina Ali. Chancellor with First Class Honors, Amira Ali. Chancellor with First Class Honors, Arshad Ali. Sabira Ali. Samuel Ali. Chancellor with First Class Honors, Sarah Ali. Aaron Ali Khan. Brandon Allen. Laurent Amsterdam. Jessica Andrews. Aaron Arjun. Krista Marie Arjun. Luke Arjun. Sinara Babula. Tamira Babula. Vivesh Babula. Kevin Badal. Raquel Bahadur Singh. Khadija Bey. Alistair Bain. Chancellor with First Class Honors, Mariah Baksh. Chancellor with First Class Honors, Muhammad Baksh. Chancellor with First Class Honors, Windel Balgobi. Chancellor with First Class Honors, Renuka Balramsey. Randy Batiste. Alexander Barkley. Anjali Basdeo. Cassandra Bihari. Rihanna Bihari. Darielle Bernard. Chancellor with First Class Honors, Chrisandy Bertrand. Ruth Bethel. Neil Bagwandi. Arvinda Bharat. Nicholas Bawani Singh. Kirsten Bola. Reena Bidesi. Amrika Birbal Singh. Rishma Bisnath. Danielle Bissessa. Chancellor with First Class Honors, Shania Bokas. Chancellor with First Class Honors, Gabriela Bonio. Amrita Budhan Singh. Chancellor with First Class Honors, Aaron Budu. John Elliott Budu Singh. Darian Budran. Giovanni Budran. Chancellor with First Class Honors, Karishma Budran. Chancellor with First Class Honors, Rafaela Boomer. Chanel Board. Rondell Borrell, Kyle Borneo, Maisha Bowrin, Jose Bravo Mata, Devindra Bridgemohan, Chancellor with First Class Honors, Christopher Brown,
Gabriel Brown,
Chancellor with First Class Honors, Brandon Buchun, Mariah Burke, Gabrielle Cabral, Justin Cabrera, Chancellor with First Class Honors, Tefara Campbell, Eshe Karabi, Simran Chedi, Karuna Chandadeo, Celine Chang, Abigail Changur, Natasha Charles, Nirvana Chatagu, Megan Chavez, Jonah Chen, Romario Chung, Chancellor with First Class Honors, Frizzell Clark, Dion Clark, Janaya Clark, Natia Clark, Chancellor with First Class Honors, Shawana Joy Clark, Tyrese Clark, Mahalia Cole, Dennis Colley, Donnell Cooper, Joshua Cooper, Chancellor with First Class Honors, Summer Cooper, Michael Corbin, Joselle Coraspi, Tiffany Cuffey, Jada Cumberbatch, Elijah Cyrus, Jonathan Cyrus, Janky Dabidi, Deavion Daniel, Sophia Daniel, Takia Daniel, Chancellor with First Class Honors, Ankit Das, Radha Das, Tariq Defour, Cariel DeGale, Danielle DeGans, Randy Dale, Chancellor with First Class Honors, David Deonarai, Rajiv Deonarai, Mahendra Deonarayan Singh, Kiara Deoraj, Dana Danraj, Celine Dindial, Annalene Dudnath, Chancellor with First Class Honors, Ariane Dukaran, Chancellor with First Class Honors, Vijayanti Duku, Karan Duki, Katharina Dover, Jazwa Dowrich. Chancellor with First Class Honours, Afia Durham. Anna Dwarika. Chancellor with First Class Honours, Kyrell Edwards. Michelle Edwards. Chancellor with First Class Honours, Jesse Imamali. Aaron Etienne. Chancellor with First Class Honours, Kumar Etwaru. Tanika Edovic. Jamelia Farrell. Chancellor with First Class Honours, Justine Farrell. Jasmine Figari King. Kyle Fletcher. Kyle Von Rose. Jamila Ford. Brandon Francis Mohammed. Shania Franklin. Chancellor with First Class Honours, Jacinthe Frederick. Chancellor with First Class Honours, Zoe Ganes. Chancellor with First Class Honours, Carissa Gangadine. Samantha George. Tamika George. Chancellor with First Class Honours, Rukaya Ghani. Chancellor with First Class Honours, Sherian Gisawan. Jalon Gilbert. Chancellor with First Class Honours, Shireen Gilbert. Antoinette Gill. Amrutha Jinkala. Chancellor with First Class Honours, Kristen Gobadan. Nevash Gobin. Shakil Goku. Hassani Goodman. Niala Gulabsi. Abigail Gurachan. Danielle Gopal Singh. Vineet Gopal Singh. LaShawn Gopi. Thoraya Grant. Gabrielle Griffith. Vashish Gyan. Vasha Harnarai. Ariel Harichan. Daniela Harilal. Sydney Harris. Sarah Harinarayan. Chancellor with First Class Honours, Shanice Haynes. Kavil Hazelwood. Dominic Henderson. Chancellor with First Class Honours, Akil Henry. Chancellor with First Class Honours, Josiah Henry. Chancellor with First Class Honours, Deborah Herbert. Mikkel Hilaire. Chancellor with First Class Honours, Kimberly Holder. Tessali Homer. Amanda Hussein. Javed Hussein. Jerome Hussein. Sadia Hussein. Giselle Huggins. Asia Hunt. Jihan Hunt, Mark Hippolyte, Vishala Jabbar, Tisheli Jack, Aisha Jackman. Chancellor with First Class Honors, Shania Jacobs, Dravid Jadulal, Alyssa Jagdeep Singh, Ayesha Jagannath, Rihanna Jagmohan, Renata Jagru, Angie Jainarayan, Celine James, Gabrielle James, Brandon Jardine, Damian Jawahir, Ayana Jawad, Tyrone Jimenez, Sijidi Jean-Francois, McQueen Jofield, Alicia John. Chancellor with First Class Honors, Amna John, Demisha John, Natoya John. Chancellor with First Class Honors, Linnell John, Isoki Johnson, Josiah Jones, Chioki Joseph. Chancellor with First Class Honors, Christopher Joseph, Joanna Joseph, Leah Joseph. Chancellor with First Class Honors, Oren Joseph, Shadora Joseph, Apuv Joshi, Leah Julian, Janelle Kalicharan, Nikolai Kalu, Antonio Khan, Aisha Khan, Majida Khan, Munira Khan, Nikita Khan, Riza Khan, Sajida Khan, Sarafina Khan, Stacyan Kemraj, Marion King, Malia Kisun, Ashley Lakai. Chancellor with First Class Honors, Tyrese Lake, Nandini Lal, Ariana Lalbihari, Deborah Lambert, Russell Lancaster, Shania Lashley, Adrian Lachman. Chancellor with First Class Honors, Gaishan Lachman, Keel Lawrence, Cadell Lee, Stephanie Lee, Jaden Lewis, Jalon Lewis, Leah Lewis, Maya Lewis, Sila Lewis. Chancellor with First Class Honors, Shanice Lewis, Brittany Lukai, Cheyenne Lopez, Tanisha Lavelle, Rajin Lautan, Sarika Lautan, Kyle Mack, Shada Mahabir, Satyam Mahadev, Alicia Maharaj, Ariel Maharaj, Naval Maharaj, Priya Maharaj, Shada Maharaj, Stephanie Maharaj, Tiffany Maharaj. Chancellor with First Class Honors, Arifa Mahes, Marie Elise Maingo, Christine Mangra, Urmila Manika, Vishal Mansar, Lacone Manswell, Adesh Maraj, Shiva Maraj, Geraldine Macano Bravo, Ariel Marchand, Mary Marsley, Nayamiki Martin, Tiana Martinez. Chancellor with First Class Honors, Joshua Mathura, Shivani Mathura, Aaron Matthews, Antonio Maxwell, Tariq Myers, Tishelle McCarthy. Chancellor with First Class Honors, Jarrell McFarlane. Chancellor with First Class Honors, Jaliba McKnight. Chancellor with First Class Honors, Simoya McLean. Chancellor with First Class Honors, Aidan McMillan. Nakima McLeod, Aaron Mehu, Anjani Miller, Owen Mills, Oshun Mills, Ruel Mitchell, Chrisanne Modest, Kadina Mohammed, Melanie Mohammed, Alexander Mohammed, Aliyah Mohammed. Chancellor with First Class Honors, Andrew Mohammed, Fazia Mohammed, Jaziel Mohammed, Mark Mohammed, Runella Mohammed, Saeed Mohammed, Saif Mohammed, Salif Mohammed, Sarah Mohammed, Sarah Mohammed, Chantal Mohammed, Talia Mohammed, Tanisha Mohammed, Nayika Mohan, Karishma Mohibat, Dylan Morris, Leah Moses, Talia Motila, Kyle Mockley, John Mungal, Nandani Murali, Ifie Mori, Chancellor with First Class Honors, Kanisha Murray, Tariq Morel, Julian Nanan, Chancellor with First Class Honors, Victoria Nanan, Shireen Nanlai, Jodel Nicholas, Chancellor with First Class Honors, Keanu Nichols, Thaisa Nikom, Jade Norega, Chancellor with First Class Honors, Dylan Moran, Orozco Nurse, Takia Nurse, Aliyah Orozco, Jonathan Owen, Joshua Oxley, Chancellor with First Class Honors, Celine Pamasar, Daniel Patap, Mikhail Paul, Chancellor with First Class Honors, Karishma Prasad, Yogeshwar Prasad, Katrina Peters, Miklos Petrovani, Chancellor with First Class Honors, Cheyenne Phil, Justin Phillip, Trevon Phillip, Chancellor with First Class Honors, Danelle Pierre, Isaiah Pierre, Keon Pierre, Chancellor with First Class Honors, Kyle Pierre, Chancellor with First Class Honors, Vaidika Puran, Chancellor with First Class Honors, Shade Porther, Tafira Pran, Joshua Prentice, Sergio Prentice, David Prime, Krishan Punila, Aruna Ragbiru, Megan Ragbiru, Nicholas Ragbiru, Chancellor with First Class Honors, Vikash Ragbiru, Shamir Raghunandan, Cassidy Rahamat, Thalia Rahman, Chancellor with first class honors Nirvana Rajaram, Nival Rambaran, Anil Ramdas, Apple Ramdeni. Chancellor with first class honors Christina Ramdanas, Samantha Ramdani, Chelsea Ramdial. Chancellor with first class honors Amy Ramesal. Chancellor with first class honors Rehan Ramharak. Chancellor with first class honors Joshua Ramjatan, Matthew Ramjatan, Premchand Ramjatan, Adesh Ramjit, Brittany Ramjit. Chancellor with first class honors Maya Ramjit, Odika Ramkisu, Sachin Ramlakan, Jonathan Ramlal. Chancellor with first class honors Zachary Ramlochan. Chancellor with first class honors Ricardo Ramlogan, Tasnim Ramnarayan. Chancellor with first class honors Vicky Ramnarayan, Khadija Ramnath, Samantha Ramudar, Lynette Rampasad, Naresh Rampasad, Deandra Ramratan, Niranjani Ramrup, Adali Ramsahar, Richie Ramsahar, Malini Ramsamuj, Safia Ramsarup, Aryan Ramsingh, Annalisa Ramtahal. Chancellor with first class honors Darren Ramtahal, Charisma Ramtahal. Chancellor with first class honors Chanel Ratan. Chancellor with first class honors Dion Rikai, Jada Rivanales. Chancellor with first class honors Maya Ribeiro, Janae Richards, Vanessa Richardson. Chancellor with first class honors Philmon Roberts, Soleil Roberts, Shay Rodriguez. Chancellor with first class honors Kenya Romani, Janil Rudal, Shalina Ruplal, Danya Ropa, Kayla Ross, Shemaya Ross. Chancellor with first class honors Olivia Sabga, Jade Sahade. Chancellor with first class honors Udesh Sahadev, Keelan Salamat. Chancellor with first class honors Cariel Salvery, Marie Samai, Caroline Sam, Atto Samuel, Valmiki Sankar, Nikolai Sankaran, Kavita Sankasingh, Kinnaird Saunders, Vishal Cisaran, Nicole Sibaran, Chancellor with First Class Honours, Andreas Simango, Chancellor with First Class Honours, Ansana Simango, Vashish Sinath, Diana Sirata, Viana Sitaram, Dion Shah Frederick, Christian Sharp, Andrew C. Prasad, Shivani Su, Nirvana Susaran, Crystal Singh, Chancellor with First Class Honours, Indira Singh, Chancellor with First Class Honours, Dexter Singh, Joshua Singh, Chancellor with First Class Honours, Justin Singh, Surenjanath Singh, Chancellor with First Class Honours, Timothy Singh, Vishma Singh, Chancellor with First Class Honours, Shastri Singh Dubnath, Keita Smith, Shanika Smith, Carissa Solomon, Krista Suhan, Nikisha Suku, Brandon Suku, Melissa Steele, Renelle Stewart, Travis Suban, Karishma Sukhbir Singh, Josiah Sundar Singh, Chancellor with First Class Honours, Doreen Superville, Hannah Sylvester, Michael Tai, Kayla Marie Tang, Akila Thomas, Crystal Thomas, Kristen Thomas, Felice Thomas, Tonya Thomas, Troy Thomas, Natasha Thurab, Chancellor with First Class Honours, Latia Timothy, Chancellor with First Class Honours, Seth Timothy, Chancellor with First Class Honours, Nikolai Titus, Shanice Tulsi, Bibi Aisha Udin, Ariana Ujagarsi, Chancellor with First Class Honours, Antonio Vasquez, Antonio Vialva, Adila Vidal, Azim Wahid, Chancellor with First Class Honours, Anel Waldron, Alicia Walker, Nivash Wallace, Jonathan Ward, Chancellor with first class honors, Kristen Warwick. Chancellor with first class honors, Leanne Beats. Chancellor with first class honors, Shannon Beats. Chancellor with first class honors, Ramith Weerasinghe Kulatunja. Chancellor with first class honors, Tyreek Warwood. Aisha Williams. Chancellor with first class honors, Celeste Williams. Jarrell Williams. Chancellor with first class honors, Timothy Williams. Tyler Wong. Chancellor with first class honors, Shania Yip Ying. Afia Zoe.
Sir, the Dean of Food and Agriculture, Dr. Mark Woodivera.
Sir, my colleagues and I ask you to receive as graduate members of our society these persons who, having fulfilled the requirements of the university, have been admitted to the degree of Bachelors of Science or have been awarded diplomas or certificates of this university.
By the authority vested in me, I receive these persons whose names are about to be called as graduate members of our society.
Zorina Aberdeen, Chancellor with first class honors, Ivana Akalu. Deborah Akinyeke, Chancellor with first class honors, Joshua Ali. Narisa Ali, Chancellor with first class honors, Felixia Ali. Sabira Ali. Denira Arjun, Chancellor with first class honors, Wanika Arnold. Anna Maria Baal. Aliyah Bagu, Chancellor with first class honors, Fatima Baksh. Sharice Balgobin. Clara Balkaran. Kais Batiz. Natalia Bascom. Brandon Bagwandin. Jelani Bradford. Shania Brown. Sergio Cameo. Chancellor with first class honors, Selena Campbell. Joshua Castle. Joel Christopher. Shaniqua Codrington. Nalicia Coppel. Chancellor with first class honors, Rain Cooper. Asha Cunningham. Ronald Davis. Tiffany Debisette. Christopher Dionarine. Crystal Dionarine. Trudy Dudnat. Sangita Duarika. Chancellor with first class honors, Justia Edwards. Shanika Felix. Alia Francis. Shena Marie Garcia. Whitney Glassford. Chanel Grimes. Rian Guevara. Celine Guyane. Virgil Harriet. Chancellor with first class honors, Angel Harry Passad. David Harvey. Yannick Hillox. Chancellor with first class honors, Camila Hossain. Omar Hossain. Darin Hosten. Theophilus Hunt. Shanice Jack. Alec Jagannath. Crystal James. Latifa James. Amir Jangu. Aliyah Joel. Aisha Joseph. Ariana Joseph. Adiana Kalu. Savitri Kawal. Amina Khan. Adam Kasmat Ali. Rebecca Kisto Davis. Michael Crow. Chancellor with first class honors, Hakeem Letren. Arcadia Lewis Ali. Obian London. Chancellor with first class honors, Kishon Lyons. Chancellor with first class honors, Nirvan Maharaj. Rinaldo Marchand. Michaela Marshall. Julie McWarren. Chancellor with first class honors, Antonia McDonough. Shazad Mohammed. Nafisha Mohammed. Shaliza Mohammed. Chancellor with first class honors, Jonathan Maiku. Ellis Nelson. Chancellor with first class honors, Evelyn Nisbet. Jalice Nairon. Afia Pasi. Chancellor with first class honors, Janicia Pemberton. Nitai Prasad. Ruel Peters. Chancellor with first class honors, Matthew Pierre. Chancellor with first class honors, Ronaldo Pierre. Samuel Preddy. Shaniqua Purcell. Zanisha Rahim. Vishala Rambarus. Chancellor with first class honors, Christian Ramdas. Kesha Ramnath. Rachel Rampasad. Roni Ramsaran. Andel Ramsingh. Jabari Reynolds. Rizan Richards. Gaddafi Richardson. Chancellor with first class honors, Jade Rodriguez. Chancellor with first class honors, Jenna Rodriguez. Chancellor with first class honors, Daniel Rubla. Aaron Samaru. Chancellor with first class honors, Shada Sami. Chancellor with first class honors, Dana Sankar. Chancellor with first class honors, Rosette Scotland. Brian Sitaran. Ahmad Shah. Nika Sharma. Chancellor with first class honors, Mehdi Smith. Chancellor with first class honors, Megan Smith. Shivan Sudama. Nisha Suruj Bali. Darenthia Sweeney. Shadin Tate. Ayola Taylor. Jamila Thomas. Josiah Thomas. Ngozi Thomas. Alake Thomas. Stephanie Tomiek. Alina Trimboveci. Joshua Walker. Chancellor with first class honors, Charbel Walters Holder. Katisha White. Karshan Williams. Tamika Williams. Nicholas Williamson. Chancellor with distinction, Shabanya Adams. Chancellor with distinction, Cheyenne Chinchoy. Chancellor with distinction, Jihan Habet. Chancellor with distinction, Javel Lafuele. Alisa Mohammed. Chancellor with distinction, Mizaj Mohammed. Srilata Nankisoon. Chancellor with distinction, Christopher Jr. Nathaniel. Chancellor with distinction, Ariana Rampasa. Chancellor with distinction, Ganesh Sipasa. Chancellor with distinction, Ariana Sunarain. Chancellor with distinction, Kathleen Suku. Chancellor with distinction, Keliage White. Rihanna Yakub. Chancellor with distinction, Sasha Marie Clark. Sherelle James. Samir Khan. Ambika Mahavir. Jarrod Malcolm. Maya Budun Singh. Celine Prasad.
I now call on Mr. Joshua Ramjatan, Bachelor of Science in Mathematics, Special, with first-class honors to deliver the valedictory address.
Chancellor Mr. Robert Bermudez, Vice Chancellor Professor Sir Hilary Beckles, Pro Vice Chancellor and Campus Principal Professor Brian Copeland, honorary graduates, university executives and other members of staff, and fellow graduates of the class of 2021. Our journey to this day has been uniquely unconventional in every sense of the word. Life is seldom predictable, but it would be a gross understatement to say that 2020 presented us with an unprecedented challenge. Despite all the research and development which have occurred in science and technology, the notion of a pandemic of this proportion in 2021 continues to baffle me. It is often difficult to consider how rapidly and drastically our lives were forced to change in March of 2020, when this invisible pathogen was recorded to have breached our borders. I remember studying in my apartment on Friday, March 13, 2020, for a statistics exam later that day, when news broke that schools and universities would be closed for 1 week following the country's first recorded case of COVID-19. Already having enough work to keep me busy during a week without teaching, I quickly had to forget about the last-minute exam preparation and pack my things to head south. Later that evening, many of us math students wrote that exam in the C1 classroom, completely unaware of what the next week would look like. That was my last memory on this campus. The following week would mark the genesis of our reimagined concept of normalcy. Within a period of 1 week, we transitioned to a mode of learning with which, for the most part, we were unfamiliar. What was the C3 lecture room and FST 114 abruptly transformed into a virtual classroom limited to a shared screen, chat box, and a raised hand feature for questions. Make no mistake, this was no easy undertaking. The loss of human connection eventually began to take its toll on us. Knowledge was not retained in the typical way. Exams were written on paper while reading questions on a computer monitor, all while clinging on to the last glimmer of hope that our Wi-Fi and electricity would hold out for the duration of the exam. Somehow we endured and made it to this day. To the class of 2021, I will forever be in awe of the resilience and adaptability you demonstrated and the personal sacrifices you made during this extraordinary period in our lives. I continue to be amazed and inspired by all students at all levels of our education system who are still in this fight today, pressing forward despite the challenges of virtual learning. We are part of a generation asked to dispose with the business-as-usual approaches and reinvent the shape of the box. As we bid farewell to this chapter in our life's novel, we cannot help but ponder on the road ahead. No class of graduates ever enters a perfect world, yet it is safe to say that we are moving into a truly remarkable period of human existence filled with its own distinct problems. We are still dealing with a deadly pandemic, with new variants and inequality in global vaccine distribution, as well as vaccine hesitancy. Even worse, we are plagued by the crises of yesterday, the adverse effects of climate change, inequality, food insecurity, and underemployment. These problems require radical responses and an exceptional class of persons ready and willing to challenge the status quo on previous attempts at solutions. The world needs persons like the environmental scientists among us who will be resolute in expanding our investment in renewable and alternative sources of energy. Graduates, the unfortunate reality is that our generation does not have the privilege of a choice when it comes to such problems. The deadline to act has come and gone, and we are living through the effects of inaction right now. As graduates of the Faculty of Science and Technology and Food and Agriculture, it is our work that will be necessary to guide this process. Policymakers rely on us for sound scientific data and expertise that will inform their judgment. It is imperative that we remember to abide by all the scientific principles and professional codes of conduct which we have been taught. This introspection begs the question: are we ready to take our place as the catalysts for change necessary to deal with these inevitable global struggles? These are not ordinary circumstances, and it is fortunate that we are no ordinary graduates. While the chemists among us may disagree, I believe that the carbon atoms from which we are made are more strongly bonded than in any group of graduates who have come and gone before us. We are not made of the same material as others. We have been tested, pushed to the breaking point, and the limit of our potential was sought. The mathematicians among us know there is no greater proof than this past year and a half to know that that limit does not exist. We are uniquely prepared and positioned to confront the problems of tomorrow. We may have reached our individual finish lines, but this race certainly was not a solitary one. To our lecturers, demonstrators, TAs, lab supervisors, and university staff, we extend our eternal gratitude for your tireless work and unseen labors during our courses of study. To the parents, siblings, families, neighbors, friends, and well-wishers who held our hands during this period and provided emotional, financial, and academic support to us, Your efforts have not gone unnoticed, and we will forever be in your debt. So as we, the class of 2021, prepare to embark on the next phase of our lives, let us take this well-deserved moment to bask in the excellence of our hard work. I urge you to embrace all the adventures of life. Take risks, pursue your dreams, and above all, learn from your mistakes. When faced with adversity, remember that your experiences have made you stronger and ready to weather any storm. When we depart this place, let history record that we lived up to and exceeded the expectations of our children and grandchildren in this moment. I wish us all the success life has to offer. I cannot wait to see what the world looks like with us at the forefront. Congratulations to the class of 2021. Thank you.
Sir, I now call on Professor Rosemary Belantoine, Pro-Vice Chancellor, Graduate Studies and Research, to present to you members of our society for the award of high degrees of this university.
Sir, I present to you these members of our society who, having fulfilled the requirements of this university, have been awarded postgraduate certificates and diplomas, and have been admitted to master's degrees, and beg that you recognize their advancement in our society.
By the authority vested in me, I confer on these persons whose names are about to be called, master's degrees, postgraduate diplomas, and certificates of this university, and recognize their advancement in our society.
Simone Ganpat, Michaela Lal, Chancellor with Distinction Shivam Mahadev, Renata Ramutar, Chancellor with Distinction Shirley-Ann Ramford, Chancellor with Distinction Soraya Winch-Tween, Chancellor with Distinction Tashana Aubin, Stephanie Balgobin, Chancellor with Distinction Rosanna Bihari, Chancellor with Distinction Shinad Wares, Andre Gajadar, Michael Indar Prasad, Jaridia Aki, Chancellor with Distinction Kimberly Gillette, Kevin Jaglal, Lorleen Maraj, Chancellor with Distinction Rayshon Ramjatan, Chancellor with Distinction Jonathan Herbert, Chancellor with Distinction Warren O'Connell, Chancellor with Distinction Carisha Ramlal, Marika Alexander, Garrett Alfred, Idris Bailey, Sangeet Budu Singh, Chancellor with Distinction Arilana Brayboy, Shanice Campo, Raheem Cummings, Jonathan Daniels, Ronaldo Duncan, Chancellor with Distinction Tabitha Dwarika, Glenda Edwards, Chancellor with Distinction Nadia Haripasad, Jody Haid, Alsania Jagannath, Rajiv Kamal. Chancellor with Distinction Roger Kareem. Abigail Lamont. Telena Lamsey. Darrell Lachman. Chancellor with Distinction Shanice Malcolm. Amir Mansoor. Chancellor with Distinction Salima Mohammed. Nisha Penny Douglas. Shanice Phillip. Chriselle Pierre. Chancellor with Distinction Stephanie Pollard Ramdale. Mary Jo Ramdas. Nisa Ramratan. Chancellor with Distinction Shashikala Rupchan Singh. Roberto Samai. Anthony Simangal. Kathleen Smith. Chancellor with Distinction Kieran Stegerson. Christina Williams. Aniel Zamor Pierre. Cleven Codrington. Kevin Grant. Chancellor with Distinction Nirmal Maharaj. Chancellor with Distinction Rachel McKinsey. Chancellor with Distinction Anand Munesar. P1 Murray. Chancellor with Distinction Marisa Pierre. Alia Ali. Ramesh Baksh. Rihanna Harichan. Chancellor with Distinction Akini James. Chancellor with Distinction Joseph Lakis. Chancellor with Distinction Hannah Mohammed. Madhuri Sarup. Crystal Pereira. Master of Philosophy with High Commendation Chancellor in Physics Brandon Rajkumar. Jenny De Silva. Winona Franklin. Keegan George. Mahalia Marshall. Nikhil Debik. Andre John. Chancellor with Distinction Andrea Mulrain Ash. Purandai Munesar. Sabrina Raghu. Chancellor with Distinction Alicia Sukrali. Tariq Ali. Amira Khan. Chancellor with Distinction Pascal Okoye. Master of Philosophy in Crop Science Anushka Gurdeen.
So, I present to you these members of our society who, having fulfilled the requirements of this university, have been admitted to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, and beg that you recognize their advancement in our society.
By the authority vested in me, I confer on these persons whose names are about to be called the degree of Doctor of Philosophy of this university and recognize their advancement in our society.
Doctor Philosophy Chemistry, Chancellor with High Commendation, Zayar Min. Doctor Philosophy Chemistry, Chancellor with High Commendation, Afraz Subrati. Doctor Philosophy Environmental Biology, Linton Arnold. Doctor Philosophy Environmental Biology, Karisha Khan. Doctor Philosophy Environmental Biology, Chancellor with High Commendation, Delizia Singh. Doctor Philosophy Mathematics, Chancellor with High Commendation, Akhenaton Daga. Doctor Philosophy Human Ecology, Nikisha Dalrymple. Doctor Philosophy Human Ecology, Chanel Joseph.
I now call on the President of the UWI Alumni Association, Mr. Jerry Medford, to lead the graduates in the Alumni Pledge.
On behalf of the UWI Alumni Association, the Trinidad and Tobago chapter, I extend congratulations to you on your successful transition from matriculation to graduation. May you continue to make us all proud as you pursue your careers with Pelican pride. As a graduate of the University of the West Indies, I commit myself to uphold the ideals and goals of my alma mater.
My conduct and voice shall reflect the commitment to excellence of the light rising from the West.
As I fulfill my social and professional responsibilities and
serve my community and my region.
I will strive to ensure the UWI's place as a Caribbean icon, the catalyst for Caribbean development and leadership.
It is a legacy that I will proudly help build for future generations. The UWI, first in our hearts and first in our region.
We will now have a rendition of the university song, There Is a Light. This brings to a close the public ceremony by which the University of the West Indies has signalized the award of degrees, associate degrees, diplomas, and certificates to its graduates.